All right, good evening, everybody. It's me, Texas Hardcore, here with Juno 2000. And boy, do we have a nice house so far. We've got the goat Chester Franklin checking everybody's tickets, and whatnot, because there's no one under 18 admitted. So if you're trying to get your little sister in here, well, that shit ain't gonna happen. Then there's no Rainbow Brigade or Raincoat Brigade. Well, Rainbow Brigade maybe too. Yeah. Well, I don't know if Coach Pope, should watch this. I wouldn't care if he would, but kind of like you know he balked at the a couple of years ago at the Desperate Living trailer. He was just like, "What kind of movie is this?" I couldn't tell if he really had any disgust or just confusion on his face, of course, but still, that was a proud moment.
Yep. I
Yeah,
give that
Rosie,
movie two.
the what?
I give those that movie two childish thumbs up.
There you go. See, so you know, it's coming out in June from Criterion with Hairspray is also coming out. So.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, tonight, we have a absolutely great film by the late great Andy Milligan, who is not one that a lot of people know, but those in like certain circles know. I mean, I pretty much uncovered stuff by him uh, several years ago, and finally, like I had bought this box set and then this new Degenerates set that came out with the documentary, and I decided, well, this is the perfect companion piece to dive into. And I've watched that documentary 3 times. Steve's hanging out with me tonight, so he watched the documentary with him because I was like, man, I liked it. Yeah, and he liked it, so I wasn't gonna, kind of. I mean, he's going into this movie blind, hasn't seen it, but I kind of was like, well, I'm going to give him a feel of what he's going to be watching tonight, and stuff. So, yeah, yeah. So, and thanks to 71, Milligan's Island. Yeah, well, there is Milligan's Island. Milligan Stew as well. But thanks to 71, she found the movie Seeds, which so far has to be my absolute favorite. That was one of the first things that I watched out of the box set, which I got a few years ago during a severance sale. Like I said, I went in blind on that and thought, well, what the hell? Then I kept reading how people were like, oh, this guy's terrible or horrible, and it's like, yeah, absolutely unfucking true. It's probably something that MC would say since he doesn't like Ray Dennis Steckler. And you know what we think, anybody that doesn't like Ray Dennis Steckler is a fucking asshole. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah, assholes don't like, Ray Dennis Steckler. So, but Pope, he said today, he or a couple of days ago sent me a comment and said that he likes this film and he likes the Weirdo. I, in the documentary, it's weird that the '80s stuff that he did, which was the last sort of things that he did, those seem, really more commercial than anything that he had done in the '60s and '70s. But Seeds really reminds me a lot of Desperate Living. And then, I kind of checked in to see if John Waters was a fan, and he absolutely is. So that's, that even tips that scale, and moves him up the chain. It's funny. This one guy comments in the documentary that he didn't fit. He said he didn't fit into the circles with like Ted V. Michaels or Herschel Gordon Lewis, and said that you know, he was, you know, below, he goes below, not even below them. He was like bottom of the barrel, you know. And I'm just like, no, you know, I mean, you can have that assessment, you know, and think that, but no, you know, I mean, to me, this is like one of those moments like on Christmas, you know, when you get the absolute thing that you wanted, you know, and it's like you open it up and it's just fucking pure gold, you know. I mean, man, this is you know, just, you know, perfect to me, you know. And so I'm gonna get like a roll call, you know, pretty much going here. Like, you know, Chester's in the house. He's been collecting the tickets, and Rosalia's here. Um, we have Honky Digital's in the house. Pope Pap Smear's in the house. P. Rich is in the house. 71's in the house. Um, so yeah, and Alan is here in the house. And I think Anthony Chabot is in the house. Yep. So he's up to 2020 in his memoirs. And he was watching Miami Vice today, you know. So yeah, well, you know,
Rick,
Michael B. Jordan's stock has gone up since his Oscar win. So he's gonna be doing that asking whatever the fuck he wants, you know. And let's see. P. Rich asked what was for dinner tonight. Well, for me, I had a ham sandwich. So that's what I had for dinner. And Chester said he had KFC, you know. Wow. So there we go.
Colonel.
The Colonel. Kernel Colonel. You know?
Eat the bucket of chicken.
And Alan said he made his own pizza in his outdoor oven. There you go.
Wow,
Mm.
that's good.
Yeah. What did you eat, Juno?
For me, I ate some chili and hot dogs
Well, there you
and
go.
waffle fries.
I'll have to get to that one, Pope, because I have not seen that one yet. But he says that so much of Female Trouble is reminiscent of and the dialogue is reminiscent of the um, Body Beneath. Man, I got to get to like all these like soon. But yeah, next week, Seeds is on the menu. So I mean that's just fuck so good. I told 71 last night. She was in a bad mood and she said, I need to watch something violent. I said, well, this movie has incest and murder. It's fucking great. And she found it. And I was so happy that that happened. Pope said he made beet loaf and mashed potatoes. All right. You know, sometimes I like to beat my loaf, but that's a different story. Because I can eat kind of like potato salad. You know, never mind. Darren and Dirk aren't here to hear me say that infamous line, you know. But yeah, you know, Rosie's probably rolling her eyes like, God damn, is this already starting already? Oh yeah, and I didn't even say what the fucking movie was we were watching. We're watching Fleshpot on 42nd Street, and this was an amazing one about a prostitute who befriends a drag queen. And the guy who was the drag queen was like, I guess, you know, one of the funny anecdotes was that Milligan wanted to have an actual friend of his that was a drag queen, but nobody wanted to do it. So he found this actor who had never played the role of a drag queen before. So, you know, he does an immense job. I mean, everybody in this is great. And of course, like I had mentioned on Juno's stream, this features the incomparable you know, Harry Reams, you know, Harry Reams, whoever, in a role, you know, where there's a little bit of some, you know, penetration, you know, and things like that. So, you know, it's fun for the whole family. Like 71 says, it's a family night and stuff. Neil Flanagan, yes, sir. That is the man's name that plays the drag queen and stuff. So, you know, we could just skip the movie and I could just tell anecdotes all night, just like Jimmy, who wrote, not the Jimmy that's in here usually, but the author of the Ghastly Ones book, who is a good friend of his. He said he could talk about certain movies all night long and things like that. I find movies that they try to push the limits to see what they, yeah, well, this pushed a few quite limits. And Rosie says sounds like a Netflix movie. Shit, you know, Hallmark and Lifetime and Netflix don't have shit on this fucking thing. You know, it's Juno's observation on it, where it was that he liked it, but it really I don't think was his thing. But was sort of surprised. I mean, I can understand why it really wouldn't be his thing, but still, just the fact of the brilliance of the guerrilla filmmaking in it and the all the fucking amazing shots of 42nd Street.
Yep.
Just amazing. You know. So, you know, that's one of the best things about this movie.
And you got some yams.
Yes. Definitely yams. Oh yes, I do remember Flesh Gordon with the penis ship. On the good ship. Penis ship. See, there's Jimmy. I told you the motherfucker was trying to call. What a dummy, you know. Send him a quick text. Doing the stream, dummy.
Anything. 71 says anything could be done before this PC shit. Yeah.
Exactly. How about we call Jimmy
it.
and we'll just you know, we'll raise a little hell with him for a few minutes. Give him some ample screen time. Why not? So yeah, I'm gonna call his ass. See here his number is. Hello, you're live on the air. You know, you interrupting my stream, stupid. No, I'm just kidding. You know. Yeah, I just said I was. Open your ears, jackass. Get in the room, jackass. People are, you know, asking about you. You know, and stuff. Of course not. You know. Okay.
Everybody has out. Middle East, peace out.
Peace out in the Middle East. All right. All right.
Peace out, Jimmy.
See, this is what you do if you fuck with me. You get tortured live on the air. You know. Harry Reams' job, exactly. You know, there's that movie, Juno, that Harry Reams did. That kind of rape revenge movie where he's married to this woman. And the revenge shit is good, but it's a terrible movie. And I know you said that you watched it. Let me find that shit real quick.
Talking about the Demented?
Yeah. See, he was in that, but he was under like a fake name, something stupid, you know.
Oh, that movie
is
a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, it's a huge piece of shit, except for like the killings in it. Really bad. And it's funny though, because I recognized him and I was like, man, you know, that dude, that's Harry Reams, you know, waiting for Jimmy to kick. Flesh Gordon Ramsay, yeah.
I hope.
But oh, Mr. Dan's in the house. Hey, Mr. Dan. I don't know if
Mr.
you're
Dan?
familiar with Andy Milligan, but tonight's going to be a treat. We'll probably go live here in another few minutes. I have to dip out real quick, Juno, because this thing is like fucking up. But I will be right back.
Hey, everybody. Texas will be back, but doing pretty good. Hope everybody's doing well. I don't know if Chester has seen Scream 7, but everybody seems to have seen it. I have seen it. Don't want to spoil if Chester has not seen it. But I agree with 71. Movies like these, like, they never make them nowadays because they're so pussified culture now, because they don't want to offend anybody, especially comedies. Like, comedy is dead now because thanks to dumbass Will Smith fucking up comedy. We don't have that edgy comedy no more. Oh, we can be sexist, or it's just dumb shit. That's why I hate this bunch of fucking horseshit movies nowadays. They gotta be so PC. Oh, we can't say this or that, like, because everybody's gonna be offended. Oh, it's none. This isn't.
All right, well, I'm back now.
Welcome back.
And I got my liquor in a sack.
Juno, I watched Scream 7 on on Look, and
theaters?
no, I saw it on Look, but there wasn't any Spanish dialogue or subs or anything, so it was good. Bill Smith, that's right.
Yeah, thanks to him, he fucked over comedy.
Oh my God, I bet those are wild, Pope. He says he has the Andy Milligan Code Red releases with the Banana Man intros. That dude was a fucking nut, that guy. Jeepers Creepers, everybody's smoking the beepers or something stupid. I don't know.
Yep.
What movies did they have from Code Red of his? There he is. See? Jimbo Jack is
Fire it up.
around. There's that one, you had mentioned, Pope the Weirdo, which you said is one of your favorites. There was something I saw the other day that it was on something called Garage something releases or something weird, but their website doesn't fucking exist anymore. And I can't seem to actually find physical copies of that, No, it's not Garage Boners, but, might as well be. So, oh yeah, and then Friday, I believe, Juno has he's got Shaun of the Dead coming up, so
Yep.
Everybody join us for that, and then next week for Seeds, and let's see. There's a movie, like a weird creature feature movie that's supposedly sort of like Benny, I Love You, Benny Loves You. I'm going to do that one, this one called Hoagie, and it's going to be me, Juno, and of course, another special appearance by the Yam King. He's going to be with us. Bloodthirsty butchers, the rats are coming, the werewolves are here, tortured dungeon, thing with two heads, and blood. Okay. Woohoo. Yeah, I noticed what was weird, that this movie and Seeds were once Garage House Pictures. Yeah, that's kind of weird because I had never heard of those fuckers. But I hope somebody puts those out because, the Weirdo looks great and a couple of others, but that last one that I forget the name, Syphilis, or close to that, that he did. The Arn Anderson of, horror literature, Stephen Thrower said that they should just fucking forget that one. It doesn't seem like the Garage Pictures were around long, but you don't go to that website because it's some kind of Korean con job or some shit, some kind of scam, thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, we have not pushed play yet. We're going to do that in just a couple of minutes. I know I said that a bit, but there we go. But yeah, we're gonna get this started in like a minute or so. Everybody hopefully has got things all set. The YouTube, not the YouTube, the Look Movie links pinned at the top, and we're gonna get this baby going. Okay, well, yeah, concessions were free. 71. I announced that at the beginning of the thing because Chester was taking the tickets and everything. So. Oh yeah, Nightbirds looks fucking amazing. Anything with like the swirl camera, is just fucking bomb. I actually did watch Degenerates last night, and I liked it, but apparently, according to someone in the Facebook group that I'm in, he said that the didn't have the sexploitation scenes in it, but still, there's some interesting stuff nonetheless. It's good to see it. The what was it? Oh yeah, I tried to watch Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me last night, but I had 3 conversations going on at once, and I was distracted. So I'm like, well, I gotta kind of, go back and rewatch that. So, you all set, Juno? Earth to Juno.
Yes. I said
Okay.
yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't hear you, so I was like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah, I just had my volume mute.
Okay. So yeah, I'll do a 10 count for this, and then we'll get started. And everybody, hang on. I was hoping Brooke and Ashton would be here by now, but things happen. So hopefully they'll show up. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, cuatro, tres, cinco, or dos, cinco, cinco, dos, uno. Press play, bitches, pendejos, caballeros, caballeras, senoras, senoritas, tacos, buenos, enchiladas, and all that good stuff. All right. And all the juniors out there and Jorge's. And when I say Jorge's, I'm not talking about George. I'm talking about Jorge's. Okay. Enough of that nonsense. Let's go. Push play. Stop this and redo it because it is
Messed up.
something's going on with it. You guys just keep going. I gotta check something here. That's weird. I don't know why it was acting like that.
Sometimes the player's that kind of goofy.
Double check that. Yes, make sure. Oh, it shouldn't be.
You have anything that'll play the laser?
No, not yet.
It needs a good
Everything
plan.
okay, my friend?
Yeah. I got it working. It was just weird. It kept going slow. Yeah, there's Playland right there, Alan. I just showed that. Yeah, I probably have to.
Yeah, that
Clean
laser
it.
that needs to be cleaned. Because it's not reading the disc right. Because it's real dusty in here. I have one, but it's Remenda though. I don't have it with me.
Hopefully this will carry us through. Those nice tenement apartments, and stuff. Yeah, this character's name is like Dusty, and she's a prostitute, so Dusty Rhodes.
You know that, baby. I'm a prostitute, baby.
Hey, Juno, don't get mixed up with a woman like that,
Yep.
It's funny because this chick looks like kind of like Sandra Locke, but as a brunette. But I think her acting is quite a bit better than. Yeah, it does jump into the movie real quick. Yeah. But this chick, I think, or woman, is a better actress than Sandra Locke.
That's all. I said I'd have all. You get more than your share of that. There was one night.
Play ball.
Get off my back.
Yeah, get off her back because somebody's ready and raring to go. I wouldn't lay a hand on you unless you want it. All right.
No, I do like it.
Yeah, all those guys in the 70s, they were always expecting too much, They couldn't just say, hey, look, I just want a fucking handy, Just
Take a minute. I said I'll.
Damn it.
like that Butthole Surfers song. Clean it up, bitch. Clean it up. Woohoo.
Man, he looks like a simian. All that body.
Just like Jimmy used to say in the chat rooms, who wants to shave my back? Yeah.
Wow, she's got a nice set.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Woo, man.
Oh, that's good, Chester. He's going to be bringing back jokes on Friday and, and stuff. That'll be good. Yeah, is that Rheingold beer? Was that any good? Probably was piss water, I bet, wasn't it? My beer is Rheingold, the dry beer. Ask for Rheingold wherever you buy beer. Damn, even to remember that. Oh, okay, cheap shit like Schaefer. Yeah. And probably like Bergie as well. Yeah, there was a little rocking in the sack there, you know. Check something here and see what this does.
I'll pay you back next week when you do the job. Sure.
Sure, I'll clean it up.
I'll see you first. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, she just wanted to tease him and fucking pack her shit and get the fuck out, you know. Yeah, she takes his TV and all that, you know.
Could take it down to the pawn shop.
You sure you haven't seen this before?
Oh,
Oh man. So what do you think so far, Juno, on your second viewing? You know.
Well, the get part was not bad.
Man, those TVs were like heavy as hell back
Those were
Oh, I
gorgeous.
know. Oh, she is, you know.
Gorgeous George.
Yeah, Steve said, you know, she looks even better naked, you know, and stuff.
Yep, there goes the TV.
I just love this, you know, Lawrence Welk type, you know, music playing in the background, you know, and stuff. But I mean, you'll notice like when they're on the streets and stuff, like the guerrilla style filmmaking, people will be just passing by and going like, what the fuck's going on here? You know?
Who is this with the camera?
Just like, you know, Frank Henenlotter when he was doing a lot of those prostitute scenes, you know, in Frankenhooker and stuff.
That's a movie I want to see again. Frankenhooker.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah. Alan said she had paired tits. You know.
They were perfect. I bet they took all that stuff out of it so that she could carry it.
Probably.
The TV works fine. Plug it in, I'll tell you. I want more. $40 just for the TV. I really need it. A little better. Ask your I told you. Folks.
Maybe we can make a deal.
That is Sammy. Your wife holding out on you again? Why the fuck didn't you get a divorce?
Up, up, up. That's a lot of money.
55.
Oh yeah, this line that she says in a minute, you're gonna laugh.
Not even there.
7 years, come on. I know I'm a little behind you guys, but it's all good.
I only saw her once that one day when she came in the shop. Must have cost her a fortune just to keep that blonde hair of herself. Come on. Ladies, all right.
Fuck.
Take that hand and slap her around, you know. Oh shit, I forgot I had my drink and I hadn't even opened it. I told you.
Oh, that's good. Now you're a pager nodding card. I'll put soap on my schmeckle.
Well, I want to.
Oh, right for sloppy second.
Yeah, she's real enthused, you know. Oh,
So this is the transvestite because she's meeting up with the transvestite dude that you were mentioning.
right.
Am I like a couple minutes ahead?
Yeah, because when I had to check my disc and all that, so you guys are little bit ahead, you know. That's okay though.
I got my nostrils off. One beef sandwich.
Look, you're one of the most indecisive bitches I've ever known. Tell me what the fuck you want.
What's for your time, baby?
Spending my fucking money. I want to know what the fuck you want. The guy was too cheap probably to buy himself a tube, you know, and stuff. See, this was so dumb. She goes back to break into the place when she could have just said, "Yeah, I'll use the phone here," and just waited for his ass to go, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. You can ask Alan because he probably knew back then when he was living there. I mean, back in the 70s, I do know on the Lower East Side, some rents were really cheap from like people that I knew, like, or not knew, but like read in books, like especially Legs McNeil book, Please Kill Me, because a lot of those,
That's a great book.
yeah, bands are living back over there. Like Patti Smith, I know she lived in some kind of fucking hovel, you know. It wasn't, you know, it was pretty fucking cheap.
I guess the Chelsea Hotel was cheap, wasn't it?
Probably, you know. See, this is like, look, see these people, they're just like, what the fuck? And this is where she meets the Cherry, you know, and stuff. But these people are like looking like, what the hell? Yeah, and he says that don't let the ends hear you, you know.
Transvestite prostitute.
They're just all like, what's going on? You know?
Haven't changed that. You're a little more careful.
He was a natural.
Oh yeah. The tombs he's talking about is the New York jail. Oh, okay. When we get there. Smells kitchen.
Holy shit.
See, I think you're enjoying this a lot more than you said, you know, because, you know.
I think what's making it better, I think it's this transvestite actor that's like talking with the girl throughout the movie. I think this is a funny character
Oh, yeah.
because I do think it picked up when she's like talking with her transvestite friend because it's like pretty funny.
Yeah, Chester says he's still collecting tickets, but he doesn't see Brooke and Ashton. Well, hopefully they're hurrying along, you know, so. Appreciate you collecting the tickets tonight, Chester.
Thank you.
I wouldn't have recognized Pinky.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Chester.
In the brain.
He's already trying to get her to clean his house.
Yeah, but see, with that, she'll probably do it, you know, because, you know,
Because it's like a sister.
you're right.
Getting that bottle.
Getting the bottle. Woo! Jimmy's in the film. Pinky and the Steam. They are solving a mystery before getting in the van and heading over. Yeah, it's true. A little weird is always worrisome. I just took a photo in the van with the gang. That's true, you did. Jimmy is in the bone.
I'm Jimmy. Just for Jimmy. I'm Jimmy, mate.
Everybody's Jimmy. They ate too many Scooby snacks, yeah.
But all Jimmys. You bastard.
There's Brooke. Jeez.
Brooks.
I like this so far.
Yeah, it's good.
It's really well paced and directed.
Yeah. Brooke Sauce is in the house. There's Jimmy. The hell you doing here?
We're all Jimmys.
Got a hot on.
Make a deal.
Slam it in the window.
Make a deal. We're all Jimmys. To make deal with old Saint Nick.
Yeah, that's me.
Or old Scratch.
Imagine if they redid this and they had Robin Williams in the cherry role. You know? I mean, shit, he was in La Casa Full. You know, why not? You know? But I mean, there's just no way that people would, you know, people would gasp at these films. You know, I mean, if there were remakes done, you know, and stuff.
Is he married? Yeah. Why? Just so that's sick with that. Like how? Well, when you used to like to shack up with Hal, there ain't nothing you can.
Nah.
Bye, Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy Pooh. It's funny because this guy is like a sadist, you know. She didn't, you know, give a flying fuck, you know.
Bitch.
Yeah.
See that bush.
If you just say this, he might be one of the Jimmys. Man, I wish we get a third movie for that one.
I think we will, you know.
What the hell?
Yeah. But it might go to Netflix, which is kind of shit.
Oh, now I ain't getting rough now.
Yeah.
Oh man. Psycho.
I mean, she looks like she's dead, you know. It's like, what the hell? It's not cold cuts down there, bitch. You know. Yeah, then he gets that fucking belt, you know. It's like, what the fuck?
Love stuff.
Where are the Jimmies? Where are the Jimmies, you fucking bastard? You fucking cunts.
Oh, back door time. Damn.
Just that whole thing, you know. He's like, hey, okay, yeah, why? Sort of got carried away with myself. It's like, oh, no shit.
How long you been married?
If I would have cherried Jimmy up because he always says, give me charity. And they do that.
Well, I haven't met a person who was Irish Catholic either.
Give me charity.
And she just said she hadn't met a Roman Catholic that isn't fucked up. So see, Jimmy's in the house and the character's name is Jimmy. Coincidence? I think not.
That's the last one slept my schmeckle.
Give me charity.
All over you. And it's your fault because she's. And you want it. You have a trainer in the house. Because it's very easy for
Let's
you to go.
fucking go.
You guys have got to stick up for your rights more often.
She's telling a sadist to stick up for his rights. I mean, give me a break.
They just shot Bill and Stu.
Right.
For one thing, too young, I was 16. I guess my mother let me do it. I was very selfish and I had to have my way. My mother let me do it. Even if I married a guy. Well, when people are young, they're very selfish. They can only think of one thing, themselves. You're not ready for anything like that.
Get married when they're young.
June, are you going to put up with that?
What?
Alan said, Jimmy, are you letting Juno come by Friday night to play cards and gangbang Gangnam style? I mean, what the hell?
What the fuck? The fucking fruit booty fuck?
Hell, gangbang.
Unless it's the Jimmy's charity.
Last in line for the gangbang.
It's okay, Rosie. Use the hand stamp. You're good.
We're all the Jimmys.
We had a queer lined up. What? You know,
If all his buddies swing both ways.
I guess so. Yeah, they could just have a circle jerk, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
charity.
$5.
I got you.
You want to be a finger? Or you want charity?
Exactly, Rosie. Well, the guy in the movie kind of does. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, last month was his birthday.
He played such a good track.
Yeah, he did. He does.
Should have got an Oscar.
It looks more like a Jimmy wig, but more curly and strained,
You're right.
more shorter.
Yeah, it's funny, talking about Torture Dungeon and Bloodthirsty Butchers because that's a couple of his films. Whose ever place that was? See how there's all that writing on the wall and there's phone numbers and shit.
What the hell? Take a picture and laugh along.
I know. But it's funny because he's like the total setup guy for her to meet. And people are like, what's going on?
What the fuck, mate?
That old lady looking in the camera like, oh, what the hell? I just want to eat my matzah. I don't need any of this shit.
Where you were for the last 2 months, where were you? Well, there's such a thing as How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
The time warp is, let's see here. 3843.
Susie and I got. This director, she's trying to get better something for us.
Yes, I remember the Rosati sisters. Hey, Shamarlos just had macaroni and cheese and chicken.
Hey, Scott.
Man, these two girls or ladies singing fucking Good Ship Lollipop. What the fuck? Ice cream. That's good. Ice cream's always good. Oh, here they go. Here they go. Fucking cat fight in the bar.
Lollipop, oh, lollipop, lollipop, oh, lollipop.
I don't know why I ever quit the Marines. The dialogue is just so fucking great.
Lollipop, oh, lollipop.
The fuck, you can brain her with that mug. Yeah, see, there's Harry Reams. So this is where Harry Reams shows up without his Chuck Norris mustache that he usually used to have. Cheers, Shamarlos.
That's not even in New York State.
He looks like he was just auditioning for the Knack, you know. You know.
The old New York.
Yeah.
Lollipop, oh, lollipop. Sweet cake.
Wish I had a real time machine so you could go back and be there like it was.
I know. That's what I was
Ashton.
talking about earlier today.
Ashton's in the house.
All right.
Good to see you, Ashton.
Fucking 71 goes, yes, this is the Pretty Woman movie.
I think this is better than Pretty Woman.
Oh, that's for sure.
Because you're missing that transvestite character. That's iconic.
A friend of mine brought me up through high school. God, I hated her. As soon as I from work, she came home from work one day and had all my clothes. My birthday, we hadn't even
Lollipop, oh, lollipop.
Chester's got the ear. I mean, Juno has the earworm. He keeps singing "Good Ship Lollipop."
toilet a word. Why did it? Why she didn't have a heart attack right there and then? She was the type that never even went to the bathroom.
Yeah, I have one in the office when I work. Pain sometimes. In the office down in Wall Street.
You alone?
They're pretty good ones someday too.
That worked.
An army.
It probably fits the other one, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Holy shit, taco. Shit.
Lolly flesh pop, that's right, Rosie.
Fruit booty, lollipop. Fuck booty.
Well, see, I knew that if Juno watched this, it would corrupt him,
And that fucking lollipop stuck in my head. Damn it. Like you said, it's an earworm addicting like into my ear, like because I keep singing the fucking song.
Yeah,
I bet you.
I bet you say that to all the statues,
So you think
Well,
this stuff? Then. Why don't you move into Manhattan?
Like how?
I don't know. Changes are good for people.
well, it's better than Corey Feldman's music.
No, that's
Jack shit. At least that lollipop music is better than that jack shit music from Corey Feldman.
Oh,
Yeah, still
is lollipop just a Juno code for something else? Telly tamales, yeah, he liked lollipops, Instead of
Lollipop,
Telly
lollipop.
tamales. It's like, Shirley Temple fucking, sang that song. My ex-wife has like some Shirley Temple album she got when she was a kid, and every so often she'd pull it out, start playing these fucking songs, and she starts singing along like that Animal Crackers, and it's like animal crackers in my soup, and I'd change it to animal crackers in my poop, So I'd get her, because that would make her take it off. Oh, stop ruining that song. My whore lollipop,
yeah, baby.
Listen, bitch, you can rub my bald head and I'll beat the stuffing out of you.
Now she's going for a yes lollipop. The yes movement on the lollipop.
Yeah. Bob spelled backwards is Bob,
Damn it, she has like how many fucking times has she fucked that 2 days?
Shirley Temple of Doom. Well, she's a prostitute, you know. I mean, I don't know. Some women have probably gone, you know, who knows how many times, you know. Even
Holy shit,
fucking
taco.
dudes, you know. I don't know. Fuck, you know.
I had too many imperfections to go through life doing that. So look at you, Ken.
Looking at you. Looking at you.
It's kind of funny to see him in a role like this, to where he's, you know, kind of serious, and it doesn't have that, you know, kind of porn thing where it's like, oh, you gotta just throw, oh, you're gonna fix my plumbing, you know, kind of shit, you know. But I don't really think, you know, I mean, he really wasn't into, you know, like Russ Meyer. I mean, he was in, you know, he loved those bodacious tatas and stuff like that. And then there would always be the simulated sex, but there was never, you know, full on pornographic kind of stuff, because he never, you know, liked that, you know. I kind of feel this was the same sort of thing, although he said, remember in the documentary, this was the only film that he made that had full penetration in it, you know. So I guess he sort of had to kind of appease the raincoat brigade with that, you know. Take it off. Dusty, 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 riding Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy.
Polish the knob.
Yes, please.
See, look at that. He's a complete gentleman, you know, not like that Sado bastard she was with, you know. Let's go upstairs.
Ready to dip my wig.
I think Juno heard that when he's laughing. And Alan says, "Uh-oh, Steve wants to match."
Holy shit, taco shit.
Thanks for being here, everybody, because, you know, you guys always make it so much better. Captain, yeah. Me half gay. There you go.
Man, she really got to show off those beauties.
Oh, I know. She probably wasn't even jaded about it. You know how a lot of women these days, oh, no, it's not written in my contract that I can show my yams, you know, stuff.
Might have been a topless dancer or something.
You just gave me an idea. It's Pink Taco Tuesday. Well, you know, I've never met a lesbian that didn't like tacos. So
Holy shit, taco.
yeah, this is where we're getting to the nitty gritty in this one with the sexual insert. You know, well, wasn't an insert like some movies back in the day. You know, this is
You're doing the yes movement.
he's doing. You know,
Holy moly.
this they don't show a lot. You know, there's this movie that I have though. It's got Jamie Gillis in it called Corruption. And I mean, it's basically a full-on porn movie, even though they said it wasn't. You know, story's got this weird sort of mysterious sort of thing, you know, and stuff. But when they show him, they're showing, you know, everything a lot, you know, more hardcore than like this was.
Son of a bitch. They
71. I didn't expect this movie to turn into this.
Holy, holy.
Davy Death Thong meets Half Gay Ray. Captain Underpants Crunch. Captain Underpants Crunch would probably be like the cereal they would put out, you know. Yeah, correct. Whoop.
Oh, no.
She's going for it. She's slipping it in.
Wow.
Topless guy dancer's gay.
Oh, my speckle. Oh.
His movies were different. What did you think of Seeds 71? Did it meet your expectations? Certainly does mine. I think that's fucking great. Yeah, anybody that can't stand the porn stuff, you know, just close your eyes or whatever.
put the women and children to bed, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
put and the dog and the cats, put them to bed. Doesn't last very
I,
long.
I,
Though.
I laugh when JR says that all the time.
Well, I warned everybody on Junos. I said this has some, you know, a little bit of penetration and stuff in it. So Bob, spelled backwards, is Bob.
Bob.
Wow. No, no enough.
Holy shit.
71 says, I've seen more than this in my time. This is PG, you know. Yeah, everybody has to be here for Seeds. It's definitely mandatory. I already told Chester he's got to see it because he said he couldn't watch the movie tonight because he was just on his phone. But he took tickets and he's staying in the chat and everything. So, you know, but he said he would watch this on his own. So that's cool. So you know, Chester is full aware that there's a little bit of porn in this film. Not a lot, but you know. Yeah, everybody's gonna cover their eyes. See, she's not used to somebody that's actually nice to her, you know. That's the whole premise of this bit, you know. I thought it was kind of
I
cool,
like-
kind of fitting that he, you know, because his movies are so fucking psycho, man. A lot of them. See, 71 goes, Seeds is mandatory viewing or you get hell. Seeds is 1968, Chester. It's a black and white flick. Jimmy said, all I have to say is if I took my shirt off, everyone in this room would run and Tex would be the only one left. This movie is not crap though. I mean, people wouldn't even, you know, this wouldn't even been shown on Skin and Mags, you know. I mean, there's probably stuff, yeah, that was like it, but it was all probably shot on video. You have that horrible glare, you know, shitty characters, you know. It does have a good plot, exactly. See, if he hadn't been dealing with this fucking you know distributor that distributed his films, that's who he'd make a lot of these movies for. But he didn't like have the wherewithal to say, well, if you want another movie from me, you need to give me a budget of 30,000 or something and move up, and stuff like that. He just never did. That was his unfortunate thing, that he always told people, well, I can make a movie for $9,000. And so then they're like, well, okay. And that's what they just, this asshole basically said, okay, well, what's the next one? The dude should have, instead of ripping him off, gave him more money, but the guy wasn't really, into art. He was just into making money.
Cleaning out his house.
Yeah. Well, that's what they say. Plot: girl meets many boys and boing. Bad girls go to Tiffany's. Yeah, when they're looking for a fucking flashlight. Johnny Pumpkin.
Coleslaw for breakfast. Great. Pumpkin dongs. Cinemax. Yeah, there we go. That's one of the best lines ever. Look at you. Well, we'll be bumping, or we'll be bumping pussies, out here.
Yeah, I stay for a ball game. Like to play ball? The right team. Turn the ball? No, hello.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Take a look at this. I'll show you. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's a little forceful to get to work. Oh. Everyone goes, oh, I thought it was going to go into last house on the left there for a second. Nah, none of that, you know.
Holy shit.
Juno, what did you think about the wig coming off, you know?
Fucking hilarious. The guy's like, what the fuck? I like how the transvestite character just like they thought it was just the wig that thought the hair was the problem.
Right.
Is it my hair? It probably was my hair.
Ah.
What's your life living in there?
Oh, I do. I always like getting dressed up in drag. Well, it- love you, but- I'm not starting from-
Pinky and Snow White. Yep. 1974, you know.
Those old things that hang around subway jobs. Too weird to be called world star.
Love you just the way.
What are you doing over there, Juno?
What?
Oh,
I'm just waving a fan on me because it's hella hot in my room. Because I don't have a fan right now.
oh, okay. This Bob as opposed to the old Bob.
Get myself a super room. Now taking off some Staten Island standard. Just make sure he ain't gonna rhinestone.
Like rhinestone, you do.
What the fuck?
know it. I feel it right here.
It's gas. I want to have one of those cinnamon rolls.
Oh yeah, those look good. Here's the money.
You need that bad. I don't. Time is the last
This is the last time.
I don't know. Thinking of that old Stone song.
Right. This guy, talking about how he wants to get laid. It's like $150 is a lot of money. Already cost me a new jacket. What the hell, dude?
Wow. You can't get wore out. I know stop you say.
He's- Davey does Dallas.
Oh. I emptied my monsoon.
That guy, he was like a 2-pump chump, probably,
Come too soon.
I'll send the next one in. Like, what? Don't glue your pants.
Stop.
Then I don't even get that because that guy goes in and then he asks her, did you like it? And if he was, big enough for her, talking about the other guy, it's like, why would you fucking even say something like that?
Probably ACDC.
Well, apparently they all were supposedly, that, funny. Well, there you go, Mr. Shrimp Dick. Whatever.
Those hoes.
Yeah, this is where the Mission Impossible music is,
Ready to blue.
He's just goofing around with her. I mean, what an idiot,
He's not into bribes.
Right.
Just into pain.
Oh yeah, that's Jimmy. That's right. That's not the other guy I was thinking it was.
Just like thank him.
here, I'm going to shove this belt up my ass and I want you to pull it out, you know. Juno, where do you think you're going? Rated tags, yeah. Your hands off me, you bastard.
Whoa, it's getting out of hand now.
Well, at least, you know, the guy's friends come to her rescue and stuff. You and your friends can go fuck yourself.
Oh, man.
I don't think you ought to talk about her business. You don't hear us talking about what we do. A whole bar can hear you. Oh, why don't you go take a very good, Terry. More than you can say about me. Now that we see you first.
You also not have any moles at all. I mean, swallowed like she did. So how much did she get for?
What's that guy laughing over there or what?
No, he's crying.
Oh, okay.
No refunds for Sticky. Oh,
Why don't you get yourself a new roommate?
seeing those two bitches knew she was there, so it was like,
Where they can share all their brag.
Yeah, you never know.
Oh, no.
Some friends.
Uh-oh.
We're not gonna make friends.
How about you? Hey, you all right.
Hey, ringworm.
slap that bitch. Great. What the hell? Ringing my fucking doorbell.
Guess he doesn't like putting underwear on.
Well, he was waiting for her to come home, you know, so to speak. You know. Yeah. Don't forget to tip your jizz mopper on the way. Yep, Chester says no refund on tickets. Yes.
Tickets is final.
Yeah, well, it's too late to ask for refunds now.
Did you ever get a refund for a movie that sucked ass?
Well, there were a few, circumstances, not like movies that like sucked. I mean, my mom would she would get pissed, you know, about something, and then she would go and say, you know, my son and I, you know, were watching this movie and it's trash or whatever. And then she'd get usually not the money refunded, but we'd get, you know, tickets to go see something else. But I mean, there was one time I was with this one friend of mine and we went to go see The Conjuring, and this woman and her friend brought these little kids, and the little kids are just
fucking going ape shit, screaming and crying, and and like this
Oh,
one guy moved seats, and then my friend and I moved seats, and we could still hear them because they were talking so fucking loud. And then what was even worse, somebody left the door to the theater open, so the sound from the other, one of the other theaters is bleeding through. So yeah, it was a total fucking disaster, So they gave us
mhm.
free tickets to see another movie sometime. So that's what we did, you know.
Mhm.
I mean, the only time I got a refund for something was when I went to go, that I remember, was when I went to go see Jackie Brown, and the film like broke in like 3 different places.
Oh,
Yeah, it was fucked up. They tried to, get it back together, and then they wound up like the third time it happened. They said, "Well, we can't restart it because we have the next showtime coming up soon." So they said we will give everybody a refund, and so that's what they did. Sometimes, well, oh yeah, there was when I think Dream Child went out, and I went with my brother-in-law, and they or no, it was Dream Warriors was the third one. They put one of the reels in backwards, and so that was fucking great.
more in and out stuff here.
Yep. There's more penetration in here, stuff. So anyway though, like they put it was when I'm trying to think, it was when like his mother, the nun is talking, but it's all going backwards, so she's like, it was just like, what the fuck. Somebody had to go tell him, hey, the fucking reel's in backwards. So for that, they actually gave us our money back plus tickets to go see something. So when my ex-wife got home from work, I said, "Hey, we're going to go to the movies because we got our money back, with the thing, and so we'll go get, I've got a ticket already, and I'll buy your admission and stuff." Nah, no, Chester. My mom really wasn't a scammer. She just, I mean, there were movies that like we would go see, and she'd get mad because I picked the movie and she didn't like the movie. And there were a couple of times the theater was really, really hot and it was pretty unbearable, But, usually, we never got, like I said, the money back. They just would say, well, here's a pair of tickets, to go see something else. Did it say Paul McCartney was dead? I would have hoped so, but I don't think so. Oh, there was a lot of messes. But when you're watching, a Nightmare on Elm Street movie and the shit's going backwards, it's like, what the fuck? When I was dating this one woman, we went to go see Ghost of Mars, and at the very, very end during the credits, the fucking film just burned. It didn't just like break. You could see it catch fire. It was just, and it was like, holy shit.
The
Yeah, I heard
movie
about
has
that.
the movie has ended on my part.
I'm almost there. I'm probably about 2 or 3 minutes out from it. Because I'm at the part where they're leaving the house. Yeah, this was the only thing that was really weird was the ending. It's just like, holy shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, it has a strange ending.
But it's just like right when she thinks like things are, going great for her and everything, it takes such a fucked up turn.
Yeah, you're about to miss the end here, man. You're going to be like, what the fuck? When you see this. Blink and you'll miss it. See? Oh, shit. There he is. Boom.
There goes Bob.
Yeah.
Roadkill.
And then she's like, no, I've never seen him before. I don't know, And she just walks off,
Damn. Oh well, so much for that romance.
Right? No spoilers. Okay. I used to scam the theater in high school, get someone to pay for the ticket, give me the stub, and I'd ask for the money back. Then they would open the door and I'd let a few of us in. And seeing now she's full circle back with that Claude that she was with in the beginning,
Is that the same guy?
I think so, yeah.
Like he was wasted on something.
Yeah, I was all upset about, old Bob getting clobbered,
Wow, she looks really rough there.
And that's it.
Kind of a sad story there.
Yeah.
She was about to turn it around, and then
Yep.
Bob got turned into roadkill.
Mm-hmm.
Dusty coal, dusty hole. Cherry Lane,
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's a good flick. You let Gilbert in and got busted. I remember that episode. Leave It to Beaver. That's when they were. Wasn't that when Uncle Joe was staying with them?
Uncle Joe the Schmo.
Hey, watch it.
Avalanche.
But
Yeah, that was a good one. I'd like to see that seed.
oh yeah, we'll be watching that for sure.
That one looked really wild in the preview of it.
But
I think Milligan did pretty good considering what he had to work with.
yeah.
He had talent.
Alan says he thinks the ending was filmed in Kew Gardens in Queens. But yeah, that was Fleshpot on 42nd Street by Andy Milligan. And so, but yeah, definitely next week I'll be showing Seeds. It's free up on YouTube, so nobody has to deal with all the movie jazz and stuff. I'll be sending you that link, Juno, so you can check that one out.
Okay.
That one's very raucous and crazy. I mean, it's like psycho crazy and all. And then, of course, join Juno and I on Friday for Shaun of the Dead. Rosie says this is the kind of movie my dad would watch in the basement and kick us out, Have a good night, Alan.
Night, Alan.
Yeah, I remember
this friend of my mom's, we'd go over to their house, her and her husband, she had 2 daughters and all that. And I remember one time he was like, her husband goes, "Oh, I want you guys to see something, not me and not me and the girls, but he's like, so they go into the bedroom and they're watching these porn movies and shit, and stuff. And, we were like, we were pissed because we were like, what the hell's going on in there and all that. And then we had to kind of, had to wait out there, and I don't think there was anything good on TV. So then after they watched whatever the fuck it was he wanted them to see, he was like, "Oh, you guys can come in," and they were showing like family films, of every fucking playing in the snow and all this other crap. I don't know if Juno and P are streaming the same night. We do know that somebody else is streaming though. But we're gonna be mum's the word on that one. We know when we're not wanted.
We don't watch horse's ass movies. We watch good shit.
But thanks everybody for coming out, and thanks for everybody that watched the movie and stuff. And I hope it didn't give you like immediate like blindness and dull your senses, and stuff. That's sure some freaky fucking shit, so.
Unless you're the magician with freaky shit.
Right. But yeah, there's going to be, other stuff. Like I said, we're going to be doing this movie Hoagie with the Yam King and that should be fun. Yep. And shout out to Z and everything for
Shout out.
being here in spirit. And thanks to Honky Digital for showing up, Jimbo Jack, and the Pope, because the Pope, he had mentioned this one. So, that's why I decided to show this one. So that was for him. And of course, P Rich for coming out. And hopefully all the people that watch it on the restreams, and stuff. And Todd Christian, shout out to him. Oh, yeah, but I got a shout out to Severin Films for getting this these masterpieces out on Blu-ray and everything. So this is The Dungeon of Andy Milligan, 14 films in a big ass book, and then also the more recent Gutter Art Tour with the Degenerate documentary, and then the Degenerates, which actually they found a copy of in a Belgian somebody's archive, and then one other film that they found put together. So yeah, this is both are great sets, and the documentary is just fucking great. Half Blue Gay. Well, there's no four gays on this because the prints, I guess, aren't as good as getting, but I think they are all remastered in 2K. But man, we'll get into like a lot of the horror stuff. Man, he had a whole penchant for fucking using pitchforks on people and cutting heads off and stuff. There was a movie named after Juno called Carnage. And so it shows some old, lady getting her fucking head lopped off with a machete, and it goes rolling down the hill, and stuff.
They do an animal style carnage.
I don't know if it was animal style, or a double animal style, So yes, and
Triple. I
definitely
want a triple.
thanks for Chester taking the tickets and being security tonight. I'm glad that things didn't get out of hand, all that. Chester was there to open a can of whoop ass, he had to. So yes, there we go. What else you been thinking about coming out with, Juno?
For upcoming events?
Yeah.
Well, I know we're doing Shaun of the Dead. I might be thinking of doing Suburbia later. And probably like another movie from whatever YouTube has.
We should see about Hot Fuzz and the other at World's End, and do the whole trilogy,
We should do those.
Yeah, I think so. You've got red on you. There's so many memorable lines in Shaun of the Dead.
Fuck a doodle doo.
Yeah, that one. And kill the queen. What? No, not that queen. And the cutting veggie horror movie for vegetarians. Yeah, there was some vegetarian stuff going on in the movie tonight.
It was animal style.
Well, there was some people trying to be animals and stuff. See, sometimes I'm glad that Moonbeam doesn't show up at these things because, she'd just be like, nope, I will walk out,
Leaves it in my pocket.
Holy shit.
What's that?
I'm walking out of this movie because there's a bunch of carnage.
What movie?
No, I'm just joking, like, because you said Moonbeam would walk
Oh,
out. She saw these
Well,
movies.
not really the carnage, just, the shit that we're talking about, just like she'd be like, what, kind of like, I can't believe you said that, or whatever. But then she can get a little on the risque side herself. She said some things to me that I'm like, that didn't bother me. I'm just like, whoa, did you just say that? But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and get this shut down. But once again, everybody, thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. And we'll see you Friday on Juno's stream, and then next week for Seeds. And, it's going to be a blast. We're going to have a good time. And when whatever P decides that he's got going, Veggie Tales. Yeah, there you go. Like that
the old song goes, nothing could be finer than to be in her vagina in the morning. But you guys didn't hear me say that, so you know. Oh boy. Yeah, Rosie's just rolling her eyes, going, what the fuck? You know. All right, y'all. Everybody have a great night. We'll see you on Friday. And
Everybody.
you know, don't take any wooden pickles, and you know, be good to yourselves, and you know, be a negative renegade. All right. We'll see you soon. Cheers. Adios.